What's up, guys? Sean back with another video, and we got Dottie today. My 600-pound life. She was the next most highest requested ones. And, yeah, it's a shorter episode, so it shouldn't be as long as the usual ones. But let's get right into Dottie and see what the hell's going on in her universe.
Life has a way of bringing out the things you fear the most. When you give in to that fear, you open the door to all sorts of things you never expected.
Werewolves. Okay, my age. Cardinal sin number one, never wear the same damn color. It just makes you look like a walking blob. You gotta go two-toned at least. If you're gonna be 600 pounds, all gray, probably not the right way to go.
When you're my size, it hurts like hell every day to get up and do what I have to do.
I gotta go get your brother, huh?
It's just miserable. On my body, pretty much everything.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Damn. I found you, Miss New Booty. How do you even get that wagon that big back there? You could hitch a damn car up to that thing. That's insane. That has to hurt her back so damn bad.
Thing from the waist down hurts. I'm sorry. Just give Mama a minute. But even though I am as overweight as I am, I have to get up every day because I have 2 kids that depend on me. I'm broken.
Oh no, and she has a son with disabilities? I've never seen somebody walk down the hall and touch both sides of the hall. I mean, I've done the boot scootin' boogie to get through a damn doorway before, but when you're 600 pounds, sideways is kind of the way to go. You gotta moonwalk through that sucker. But, yeah, she's got a young kid too, so somebody's taking her to Pound Town. Let me see where that guy is.
Daniel, who is 12 and has cerebral palsy, and Landon, who is 1. I have to be here to take care of these boys. They need their mama. It's okay. And they're my priority when I start each day. My husband's able to help sometimes in the morning, but he usually has to get up real early to get to work. So
Just right now, I'm feeling so bad for the kids because if he's gone all day at work, there's no way she can give the level of care to them that they need with her mobility being as limited as it is. So, I mean, it looks like he's in a diaper. He's going to have to get changed regularly. It's going to be a lot to put on somebody because it's hard to get around when you're that big.
completely depend on me.
She's strong.
But I can barely get around, and it makes it so hard to take care of them. I'm not able to take big steps. I have to take small steps in fear that I might fall.
I don't know how that thing is waving at me, but I'm just surprised she did the fireman carry because she is like totally equipped for piggyback rides. Like she's built for it. She's got like built-in kickstand and everything. That's insane. She could definitely give awesome piggyback rides. Well, I guess she is giving piggyback rides. She's got a 1-year-old.
But I have no choice. Daniel can't survive without his medicine and everything else he needs. You all set. Once I get Daniel comfortable, I can try and tend to myself. But it's so hard to even do that. I'm just not able to stand for long periods.
Oh, baby, please me, don't tease me. I definitely sat on the edge of the tub before like that. If you don't feel like standing in the shower, your back hurts, you're too big, like sitting on the edge of the tub makes it a little easier. You don't really get clean though. I don't know how she'd even get under that thing. That thing's got to be eclipsing the back of her thighs.
So when I'm showering, I have to sit on the side of the tub and bathe.
Holy shit, it ate the tub. Damn, mine never laid siege to the tub. I almost got stuck in there once. But I never tried to eat it with my... Nicki Minaj, eat your friggin' heart out. Look at that thing.
I just clean as much as I can. And I will not allow anybody to help me wipe myself or clean myself. That's just way too embarrassing to me. The idea of my husband wiping my ass literally makes me sick.
Who's wiping it then? Because there's no way you've got the reach. Like, personally, reaching around that thing, you would need like an extra arm or something. There's no way. I pulled muscles trying to reach, and I'm not built like that.
I don't want to see what my body looks like or let anybody else see me naked. I'm just grotesque. I'm huge. I'm sickening looking. That's how I see it. I feel like I'm repulsive. And
The self-hate that comes along with being that big, pretty friggin' bad. I mean, you look in the mirror, you see your own worst enemy looking back at you. But I mean, you don't have to use enough powder to be friggin' like Pablo Escobar's family. That's a lot of damn powder. She got it everywhere, too.
felt that way for as long as I can remember. As a kid, I loved any kind of food, but especially sweets. I was in Girl Scouts, and we would just have this wall of cases of cookies. And there's times
Don't get me started on Samoas. Samoas are the best Girl Scout cookie. I dare you to say Thin Mints. Samoas are like next friggin' level. I mean, I guess Thin Mints are okay if you put them in the freezer, but Samoas? Damn, buddy, I'd buy like 5 boxes of those suckers and pound them in like 2 days.
that I would sneak a box of the cookies to my bedroom. I would hide it underneath my dresser, and I would eat at least one box a day.
Dottie's been
Sounds like me.
overweight since I could remember. When we were little, food disappeared a lot. Dottie would sneak food, and Dottie would hide food.
That was my way of dealing with not having my mother around. She wanted to spend time with my sister, so me and my mom weren't really close.
That's devastating. You know how important it is to make both children feel important, or else one's gonna feel neglected. It's gonna like come out in a weird way. Obviously, she turned to food if she felt neglected by her mother. Never had that experience. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. She always made sure to tell me that I was a hell of a lot better than I was. So my confidence just went up to 1,000 with nothing to back it up.
My mom's thing with her was beauty pageants.
My mom's
Me too.
attention was all based around me winning that pageant, and that left Dottie pretty much out of the picture.
To me, what that meant was my sister was the beautiful one, and I wasn't.
Every
That's
child
heartbreaking.
has that want and that need to be loved by their mother. That's something that Dottie just didn't grow up with.
It hurt a lot. And food is what comforted me. At one point, I was putting on a couple of pounds every week.
Doable, very doable. I think the most I ever put on in a month was probably like, I don't know, after my surgery got canceled, I'm pretty sure I put on like 40, 50 in a month. Not kidding, man. I was like cheesecake to the moon, baby, pecan pies. I went friggin' nuts.
And by the time I was 18, I was well over 300 pounds.
Catch
And I
up.
remember just eating and eating and eating so much. And I've just never been able to stop.
You have some people that choose alcohol to bury a feeling or anger or sadness. Dottie just chose food. That was what gave her comfort.
That's impressive, man. Where'd the center console go? I can't even see that damn thing. She is touching the passenger seat. It's so funny how different people carry weight differently. 'Cause she's all friggin' hips.
You don't have to have drugs every day. You don't have to have alcohol every day. But you have to have food to live every day. Can I get a double cheeseburger and fries and a 10-piece chicken nugget? People don't really understand when you have an addiction to food, it's the worst kind of addiction you can have.
I disagree with that. Some people, like, I think the room is split on that one. A lot of people feel like if you're addicted to food, obviously you need food to live. But at the same time, other addictions cause way more, like, wreak way more havoc on your life. You don't need McDonald's to live. Like, you could eat something healthy.
Because you have to have it.
A high C?
And I have a love-hate relationship with food. I love to eat it, but I hate what it does to me.
There we go. Sweet and sour, man. I used to go crazy on a 20 piece with some sweet and sour.
I've never had chicken nuggets that tasted that good. They were delicious. I've just never been able to stop, even when I knew I was getting too big. I just kept putting on the weight. And when I had my first child, Daniel, I was over 350 pounds. He was diagnosed with severe cerebral palsy.
That's terrible. But the ability to throw it into the back of your mind that you can just do whatever and like it doesn't matter, you'll be all right, and just to push it all behind you is always heartbreaking, especially when they have kids. I don't have kids, I want kids, but yeah, no, it's terrible to see when your children need you that you're more worried about the damn nuggets and how good they taste.
And his father didn't want to stay. So I was left taking care of him by myself. I spent a lot of time in the hospital worrying, if I was going to get to bring him home or not. They weren't sure he was going to survive. So I practically lived in that hospital for a year. And I only had two things to do: be with my son and eat.
I'd hope you spend a lot more time with your son than down in the damn cafeteria, but some people love hospital food. I don't think it's all that great. But the only time I was overnight in a hospital, I had to go on their renal diet or whatever because my kidneys were shutting off.
Dottie's weight spiraled out of control after she had Daniel. He needed one-on-one care, and she just kind of confined herself into this house and taking care of him.
They did not expect Daniel to live past 5 years old. Eating helped me deal with the stress of not knowing if he was going to live the next day. And after a year, I had reached well over 500 pounds.
Damn, so she cracked on 150 in a year. I mean, stress always comes out different ways in people, but when you have something more to live for, like I said, you should live for that. Don't live for the food or your vice or whatever comforts you.
Being a single mom with a child that is suffering so much was hard. But a few years ago, I met Chris and we got married and had Landon. The last time I was weighed is when I gave birth a year ago, and my weight was 554.
Logistically, how exactly did that work? Because I don't know how's he getting around that? I don't know. But she also, like, I can't hula hoop. I just now realized that she would be like the hula hoop champion. That thing's never fallen down.
And now, I'm not sure what I weigh. At this point, I shouldn't even be able to make it out of the house. But I have to take care of my kids. So we need hamburger steak and grilled mashed potatoes. We're gonna have something sweet. Some cake. I don't go shopping much unless it's something for them. Some pickle relish. Well, howdy there. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, fine. Sometimes if I have somebody here to watch Daniel, that's when I'll go to the store.
I'm shocked she can actually still go to the store. The fact that she's mobile, that probably has a lot to do with the fact that she has to care for her kids. Because if she just totally gave up and was only caring about herself and just kind of sunk into this state, she would not get up. She would totally be bedbound.
I really don't know what she's going through. The only thing I can do is just try to be there for her. But I think Dottie does eat a little bit too much.
Get that German chocolate.
All right. When she asks for a candy bar,
I'm sure that cake is just for the kids. There is no part of her that wants that.
My hip is stuck.
Oh no, how do you get stuck in the labyrinth at the Piggly Wiggly? Bro, I've seen people get stuck in washing machines, under beds, never at the Piggly Wiggly. That's a hell of a new turn right there.
I have to move this. I've never been in a situation where I could not get through a door. I am just so embarrassed. That's why I don't like to go to the store.
I don't like going to the store either, but
Yeah, but you don't have to deal with it like I do.
Take some accountability. You've done it to yourself. Also, I would think that that's probably happened to her a lot more than she'd care to admit. Stuff like that's bound to happen if you let yourself get so big that you're wider than the door. I don't know how she gets pants, to be honest.
I don't want to get to the point that I can't take care of my children because Chris is not able to provide the care for Daniel like I do. But I've put myself in a position that I could very well not be there for him.
Man, this is so hard to watch. I feel so bad. These kids need her more than anything, and I can't see her going another 5 years. If she doesn't change her ways, stop worrying about the German chocolate cake, and just start working on herself and being around for them.
And I don't want my baby to grieve for me. If something happens to me, the doctors have told me that Daniel would grieve himself to death looking for his mom. And I could not even remotely imagine that.
I'm really just worried about Dottie's health. She's the love of my life. But I'm thinking she's killing herself.
They gonna eat some hamburger meat tonight.
Good Lord, man. How much, instant mashed potatoes do you need? But that's kind of tame by my 600-pound life. Like, standards, kind of. They usually eat a hell of a lot more than that.
I just hope I'm not beyond help.
$6.41.
That's shocking to see. Just the largest I've ever been. I can't believe it.
Definitely. I mean, it hurts to see that kind of number. Anytime you weigh in and you don't know your weight, and then you see what comes back at you as like a pick five from the damn lottery, it hurts, man. It definitely stings a little bit. But you're the one who has the power to control your future. Nobody else can make you lose weight.
I'm Dr. Nazarman.
I'm Dottie.
Okay, you are 640 pounds. How do you think you got here?
German chocolate cake. I mean, there's nothing else to it. She's eating herself there. She could say it was grief, everything. I know all that stuff manifests itself in weird ways. But at the end of the day, it's gotta all be on you. You can't blame it on anything else or use any kind of excuse or any kind of depression, anything like that. You can't just say, this is why I did this. You have to own up to it.
It's from having two kids. My oldest son, he's disabled. And
How old is he?
He's 12.
12? Okay.
And he requires 24-hour care. He has cerebral palsy.
So you stay home and you take care of the children?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. It's definitely from the two kids. She's blaming you, buddy, and that calorie cannon in your pants, apparently.
What your eating habits look like? What kind of food do you eat?
Pizza.
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 Okay.
Sometimes Chris will pick up burgers.
Basically, you live on fast food and all that.
Yes.
Breakfast of Champions, everybody knows it's pizza and a Big Mac. Duh. Dr. Now definitely has to know that, right?
Dottie's answer to why she gained weight is to tell me about her kids. They are her excuse to eat. Her situation at home is tough, but she can't use it as an excuse or she's gonna kill herself. So you're 34 years old?
Yes.
Okay. You think you're gonna make it to 40?
No.
I'd say 40. She could get to 40, but I wouldn't see her going much further than that. I don't know what other underlying health issues she has. At least she's not bedbound yet. That's the point you have to be at fear of getting to when you're that big.
I have to agree with you. At her weight, and with the fact that she has gained around 100 pounds in a year, she has to be eating around 30,000 calories a day. There's no situation
30,000 calories? You mean to tell me that she had more calories in a day than Boogie was complaining that he makes in a year? Damn, that's insane.
that justify eating that. You guys need to realize that first you have responsibility toward the kid, and then you have responsibility toward your health. So to be qualified for weight loss surgery, you're gonna have to make a change in your life. I want you to lose 40 pounds over the next 2 months. From this point on, every day make adjustment in your eating habit. Eat healthy food, no snacking between the meal. This is not gonna be easy to make the changes, but you can do it.
It's definitely an adjustment. I would say that if you wake up with the mindset that each day is a better chance to make yourself a better version of yourself, that was the one thing I kept telling myself. Like, you just have to be happy with the man you save at the end of the day. And I'm pushing for a better future for me, and it just drove me to keep going.
Since going to the doctor, I've been studying his meal plans and been trying to change my eating habits as best I can.
Jesus, do you want any salad with your friggin' French dressing? She's turning it into soup, honestly. That's not salad. If people don't realize how calorie dense that is, there's no way she's gonna lose weight doing this.
I think I've been sticking to it well. But it's hard because Landon and Chris have to eat too. And they have certain foods they want to eat. I'm going to put some extra green beans on here and see if I can get Landon to eat them. Some of the food doesn't taste great, but it's just the portion sizes I don't really agree with.
I think her portions are blowing Dr. Now's out of the water. That's one thing that I am so thankful to the surgery for, because it taught me that my portions, or when I thought I wasn't eating very much, I was very much eating way too much food. I mean, I probably was eating like 3 or 4 helpings at a time. Like, it was bad. But she's also got a damn Coke right there. What are we doing? You can't have that thing.
So I'm focused on eating healthier choices and not so much the amounts.
Dottie, you better enjoy all 39 grams of those sugar, and I think it's like 140 calories per can. Dr. Now's on a 1,200 calorie diet. She's got a whole mountain of green beans, 2 pieces of fish, and some salad soup thing that she made that I think they might start serving at Panera. But yeah, no, this is way too damn much food.
Come on, man.
Will you bring me some of them chips?
Yeah. How much you want?
I don't need you to dole me out,
No.
but I have.
Never take the bag with you. Always take a little bit out and then take it like away. If you hold the bag, you're just going to eat more. I like the little personal bags now, and all I eat are like Rice Crisps and stuff like that.
Cheated a little bit. But I've been doing all the other stuff on the diet, and I feel like I'm making good progress.
I hope to God you going friggin' ruthless on the ruffles is not you thinking that you are making good progress. Maybe at least they're baked or something. I don't know. You kind of trick yourself. Like, all right, these are baked. I can eat the whole bag, and I'm not going to gain a pound.
Dr. Now said I need it to be under 600 pounds, and I have no idea if I made it close to that or not. I just hope I've done enough.
Oh, Ruffles Ryder, good lord, you lost 6 pounds. It's something, though. At least she's positive. Because a lot of times it's hard for people to even, like, figure, like, lose anything. Because it's hard to change your habits when you're stuck in your ways.
I thought I would have lost a lot more, but it's positive to me. I just hope he understands.
Okay, Dottie, your goal was to get under 600 pounds. You are at 635 pounds. So what's going on?
I don't know.
You don't know? Let's figure it out. What do you eat for lunch?
I mean, I'm not eating as much.
Apparently, she came down with a case of amnesia. I don't know how that happened. Maybe she's in some kind of sugar amnesia state. It was all the Coke. It just kind of erased her memories, something like that.
I usually eat like a couple of boiled eggs.
That's it?
Yeah,
When the
that's
fuck
all
did
I have
that
time
happen?
to eat.
For dinner?
For dinner, I ate a salad and I ate green beans.
Any snack in between?
No snacks in between.
From what you tell me, you should have lost
But
50
sometimes,
pounds.
but sometimes at night I eat like popcorn.
We're on a keto diet. We're having popcorn as a midnight snack. Oh, God, Dottie. You're a special case. You really are. The things that you can convince yourself are not that bad is always amazing when you're in the 600-pound weight class. I mean, you're a damn sumo wrestler and you're just like, a little popcorn won't hurt my diet. Matter of fact, let's make it some caramel corn. Why not add a little bit of sugar to the party here?
My concern is that Dottie does not understand how much she's eating. She justifies the food she wants, and she thinks what she's eating is normal. And when you're telling me that you're not eating very much, that's not the reality, because your ideal body weight is 200. Your calorie intake is supporting around 600 pounds. That means that you're eating 3 times more mathematically than you should really eat.
Yeah, I'd say her helpings are pretty damn big. But 3 times as much as the average person. I think I just checked they say my ideal body weight at 6'4" is like 205. There's no way I'll ever be 205. I think I would look like a string bean at 205, but 250 is still the goal. I'm working there, 41 pounds to go.
I mean, it was just really hard to try to stay focused.
This is something that need not to be taken lightly. So the only solution I can see right now, in order to change the course of your treatment, I'm admitting you to the hospital to start a controlled diet or next month. If that
Oh my God, he's putting on a fat lockdown. 60 days in. I didn't know Doctor Now had the authority to put you on 60 days in. In the hospital, I mean, that is. I didn't know he could do that. Shit. This ain't looking good for you. Ain't no potato chips in there. All right, we made it to the hospital, so apparently she did turn herself in. She's got good blood pressure. Oh shit, that's the wrong person. Oh no, did something happen to the kid? That's awful. I thought this was her. I missed something here.
When I got home from the doctors, Daniel was having trouble breathing, so he had to be rushed to the hospital. He's on a breathing tube right now, and they're monitoring him to see if he improves.
I mean, obviously the kid's sick. I can't say it's an excuse, but man, the way to avoid a diet real quick is to say that something this serious is going on. But poor kid, man, I feel so bad for him. Because her being away or him not getting the proper level of care could have been something that kind of added to this process and made him worse health wise. Oh, poor little man.
I can't stand to see him like this. And I'm very overwhelmed. And I've been so stressed out that I don't even remember what I've been eating. I know there was pizza and burgers and pie and stuff.
How the hell does this lady keep coming down with amnesia? She's got to have some kind of thing with sugar where it just makes her forget things. To be fair, I think most 600-pounders have amnesia about what they're eating because I still don't think I ate that much, but I'm clearly deluded on that one. Dr. Now told me that.
It's been the worst month that I can ever remember. And it just feels like I can never get ahead. It's not that losing the weight is not important to me. It's just when my family needs me, I have.
Holy shit, who puts that much cheese in a salad? Can you turn salad into a grilled cheese? Because that looks like what they're doing.
To make myself a lower priority.
But I don't know how much you want.
Leave it to her to go straight for the thigh meat. I saw that one coming. This lady loves thighs, apparently.
Hold on, wait, I want some of the white meat out of there. Until Daniel gets better, I can't worry about my weight.
You can only worry about your weight. That's the problem. Oh my God, she's infuriating.
After about 5 weeks in the hospital, Daniel started getting better, so we were able to bring him home.
Good. I'm glad he's at least doing better. I mean, she definitely was worried, but the diet should be the most important thing for her right now. Really, it's got to be the number one thing because she needs to do that to take care of her kid who's sick. I mean, obviously he's number one, but the diet is going to help that, right?
Since then, he's been doing well. But I've been really worried that something could go wrong again. With everything going on, my sister's come to visit me and help with the kids. But she really doesn't understand what I have to deal with every day.
I don't come over here as often because it's hard to come by and not be able to say something. And I know you gain weight.
Damn, sis comes in hot. She ain't holding back nothing. Also, I didn't see my brothers that much. I really didn't want them to see me all that much, but I need to go see my older brother. I haven't seen him in quite a while. Also, we're all pretty overweight as a family. I don't think they would have judged me, but at the same time, just being the fattest of us three to now being the skinniest of us three, kind of an insane shift.
Oh, pizza's here.
Yeah. I'll take it. Here, let me get this out of the way.
There's 4 people in that house. How good do you think the chance is? No, there's 5. I guess there's a little kid. How good do you think the chances are that each person got their own pizza, or 3 of them are for Dottie and the others for them? Because I think the odds are pretty good that she's planning on putting away a couple pizzas herself.
You gonna eat some pizza?
I'm not, Dottie. And I could take that pizza and throw it out that door right now. I'm so mad.
How dare you?
We had to have some supper tonight.
So having supper consists of 3 medium pizzas and a chocolate chip pie.
Hey, don't judge that brownie thing. I remember that thing back in the day. That sucker was good, but she is on a damn diet, so she can't have it. The 3 pizzas might be a little overkill. No, who am I kidding? That shit is way overkill.
You're killing yourself. That's killing you. That's killing you. That's killing you.
Oh shit, we lost a piece. You're paying for that, lady. That thing was expensive.
This has to stop.
You guys see the dog. Christmas came early. I never get scraps.
I gotta feed Landon.
He needs to learn healthy eating habits, Dottie. It's not just your life. It's everybody's life.
He's hungry.
Oh my God. He has learned from his mother to scream and yell until he gets what he wants, and that's pizza. It's already starting to rub off on the little guy.
After you get finished eating, that problem is still there. It's not going nowhere. And until you deal with it, it's not going to get any better. And all the surgeries in the world, it's not going to fix if you don't make a decision to fix it.
True. It's a case of deflection. Like, you put off your problems, but they just kind of get worse and worse and worse. That food is not going to help make it go away, but it's like putting a band-aid over a gaping wound. You know, you feel better in the moment, but it's not a good call, man. You really, really need to focus on self-improvement.
I can't watch you kill yourself no more. I don't think I can handle it.
Damn, we lost the beauty pageant sister. But, I mean, good thing she told it like it was. I don't like people that sugarcoat things, especially since I'm on a diet.
My sister just doesn't understand what I have to deal with and what helps me do that.
Calm down, Betty Crocker. You don't gotta eat the whole thing right now. Damn, she's gonna go into a chocolate coma.
It's been a few months since I've seen the doctor. When Daniel had to go into the hospital, I called him and told him I couldn't go back to Houston. He understood my situation, but wanted me to still watch my diet.
Oh shit, we know this ain't going good. I just saw your Pizza Hut order. I don't think there's any way she did not just gain weight this month. And she's gonna say, well, this was going on, so I stress ate. It very well might be stress eating, but at the same time, like, come on, lady, what are we doing?
I hope he still understands and that he'll still treat me after all this time.
How many damn brownies did we have? There had to be a lot more than 3 pizzas going on. 34 pounds? Ooh. Damn. The Fat Boy Grim Reaper is about to rip into you, lady.
This is the highest I've ever been. I am very worried about what Dr. Now is going to say.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey.
Okay, after your last visit, you didn't go to the hospital to be admitted because you had an emergency with your son, and I understand that. But that didn't mean that you had to gain 30 pounds over that time.
That's it, Doc. Cuff her and send her to the hospital, man. She's going straight on the controlled diet. We are not letting her go home. We are going to block Pizza Hut in her phone so she can't get a hold of them. We're going to put a do not serve sign on the front door. Like, we got to have a plan right here because we need every delivery service to know. No serving Dottie. No delivery to Dottie should be the damn slogan of the town.
You went 70 pounds in the wrong direction. So what is going on?
I was stressed out during that time, and I've made some poor choices eating. And I'm ready to put my health forward this time. And for me, I've been...
Now, wait a minute. You say you're ready, but you're not. You're still blaming stress and taking care of your kids as an excuse to eat.
Like I said earlier, they became her excuse and less of her reason. I mean, the woman has every reason in the world to change. I think most of you would change for your kids. You would do anything for your kids. Dottie sees them as a chance to deflect and just go back to eating. Granted, she has a lot going on. I'll give her a pass on that. But at the same time, like, you gotta want more. You gotta want more for yourself. You gotta want a better future, all that.
You cannot take care of your family if you're not here anymore. So, you're saying you're ready to make a change?
Yes.
Okay, then it's time to prove it to me. You go into a hospital right now to be admitted and start your controlled diet. I get what you're dealing with at home, but the excuses have to stop now.
Oh, Doctor Now is not playing with her. He's sending her straight off right now. Is she going to have an excuse for that one? A reason she can't go this moment? Because that's the typical behavior of somebody that wants to get in with one last hoorah. But she just gained 34 pounds. She had her damn hoorah with the friggin' hostess.
All right. Dottie still need help to understand what healthy diet is. So she need to go to hospital and comply with a controlled diet for a month to understand the difference between what she eats and what she should eat. This is the only way to get her to make progress.
He was mean, but he's right.
He was honest.
I don't even think he was mean. I just think Doctor Now don't pull any punches when it comes to the hefty big pounders. But he's speaking it the way it needs to be spoken. Like, you need help. You need to do something. You need to save yourself. If you're going to be there for your kids, you got to take care of yourself. That's like rule number one that every mother, every parent I've ever talked to has told me.
But I've never been away from my boys for a month. They need me.
Exactly. They need you. Go to the damn hospital, lose some weight, come back better than ever. They'll be there for you. You can take care of them. This could really be a good one, man. I'm so pulling for her because it ain't been good so far.
My mother was never there for me, but I vow to always be there for my kids. Doing this, being away from them for so long, is the hardest thing I've ever been asked to do. But if I don't succeed at this, I won't be there for them much longer.
Get off of her, buddy, before she gains another 100 pounds. We are not playing Stinky Twinkie in this hospital.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you? It's been a bit of an adjustment since I've been here in the hospital.
That definitely looks like an adjustment. Is that dressing in that cup? Because that still looks like a lot of dressing. But I guess it's not a lot. Maybe it's low calorie. The hospital obviously knows. It's a controlled diet. They're giving her the right amount.
At first, I couldn't believe how little they were feeding me. It was like nothing. I usually
It's not nothing. It's the right serving size.
3 or 4 times these amounts. But I'm slowly adjusting and trying to learn more of what I should be doing. It's been really hard to be away from my family so long, but I keep reminding myself I'm doing this for them.
That's why you need to do it, but you heard her say she eats 3 to 4 times that amount. I think you would be shocked at just how much like a serving size actually is versus what you think you should eat. Like, it's so different. You think you're not eating a lot, but if you count it, food journal it, all that, you're probably eating a fair bit.
Hey,
Hi, baby.
how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm ready to go home.
Dottie has been on a controlled diet for a month now. And today we're gonna see how much progress she has made while she's been here.
Okay, 1 month, maybe. I don't know if he snuck anything in his prison pocket. I don't know if we got a bag of chips up there somehow. But she probably lost, if I'm gonna guess, if she actually stuck to it, 50 pounds-ish. Dr. Now's diet's pretty strict.
The doctor today is actually coming in and letting me know how much weight I've lost and if I'm going to be approved for surgery or not. And I'm very anxious.
How are you today?
I'm okay.
Well, we're gonna weigh you today and see how much you lost. So let's bring this scale. We're gonna weigh you and then see what progress you make. All right.
I didn't know they designed one that went out like that, just like for people with wide hips or something. I thought it always just stood straight up, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're like a 600-pound doctor.
I have worked very hard to get to this point. If I'm not approved, I'd be very disappointed.
Okay, you lost almost 70 pounds this month.
Holy shit, 72 pounds? That's insane. That just goes to show you when she was losing like 6, gaining 34, and she wasn't eating that much, just how much she was actually eating.
So I'm gonna set you up for weight loss surgery, okay?
Yay!
Okay?
Yay!
Here's the deal though. The big test coming if you go home and start gaining weight, we're not gonna put you on surgery schedule, okay?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen.
So Dottie has done very well. All right.
I hope she doesn't go home and gain any weight because Last Supper syndrome is pretty crazy. A lot of people just like panic, like I can't have this food later, I need to eat it now.
Okay. All right. So I'll schedule the operation for a month from now. If she shows up for surgery and has gained weight, I'll cancel it and send her home. She needs to show me that she can do this.
I feel like I'm on about cloud 9 right now.
Would you look at that? Her hips fit in the wheelchair properly now. So maybe she just lost like 70 pounds of hips. Because to be fair, she's carrying all her weight very much focused in one area.
I have been through a lot, but after I have surgery, there's other things that I'll go through. I can't.
It's not the magic cure-all that people actually think it is. Like, there's complications that come with it. I've gotten a lot of messages from people who say they had terrible side effects. My worst was probably just acid reflux. I had kidney stones once. But yeah, it has its own challenges that come with it. It's not just that, hey, this fixes everything. One size fits all. Like, it's different for everybody.
Always use that as an excuse. There's no more excuses for anything.
While Dottie's been at home for a month, she was able to lose another 17 pounds. That's enough to show.
You notice that it went from 73 pounds in a month to 17. It's still positive, all right? But the second she got home, she was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's why I could kind of see her maybe losing weight for the first year like a lot of people do, and then putting it back on. I'd be curious. I'm going to look up and see where she is today and maybe input it in this video and see if she kept the weight off or not.
Fear can be one of the most destructive things in a person's life if they choose to give in to it.
True. Don't let fear of not being able to do something stop you from trying. Like, I was guilty of that for a very long time. So many people are, I think.
Since surgery,
Was that 15 pounds in a whole month? I don't know. I missed the time frame. If she only lost 15 pounds the month after surgery, that's crazy. It was like a pound a day for me because you're on a liquid diet for 2 weeks. Then you're on puree. Like, you drop a lot pretty fast.
a lot has changed. I didn't think I would ever get used to eating smaller portions, but I can eat a little and get full right away. So I've been able to stick to it. You want a bite? All my life, I've had people tell me I'm eating too much and criticize me for that, but no one had given me any help to do it.
Honestly, I'm kind of shocked she can already put 2 eggs down because I could only put 1 down by that point. It's crazy because at first I felt like crap when I tried to eat like a lot of food. And after a month, I don't know if you're supposed to have solid eggs. I thought it was supposed to be like a soft scramble.
Finally have that now. This is my cabinet. We're cleaning it out of the stuff that we just don't eat. As far as my freezer, it's rather empty. It's mainly just vegetables. No more ice cream. Come on, Landon, you wanna go?
We're gonna walk.
Come on, you wanna go with Mommy?
Go for a walk. Come on.
You know how happy it makes me to see her pushing herself that early? So many people are scared, myself included. I was kind of scared to push myself at first. But yeah, it seems like she's believing in herself right off the bat. She seems happy. Like, this is a totally different person than we watched during the start of this.
Just having that help and support is a huge encouragement. And seeing the progress I'm making makes me excited to do more. And I have no doubt I can do this now. This year has been really rough. There's so many times that I wanted to give up. But I thought of my kids and thought, where would they be without their mama? And that really pushed me on forward.
Okay, 150 pounds down. I mean, it took a year, but so many people up and down yo-yo diet. It takes a lot to get your head around what you need to do. But having kids and having a kid that is very like special needs like that, I would have hoped she would have got it a little sooner, but at least late's better than never, right?
I still don't like how high the number is on the scale, but I love that it keeps going down.
All right, Dottie, you're doing very good. You're down another 35 pounds over the last month. That's great. Dottie is making good progress. She's no longer using her kids and the circumstances as an excuse. And I'm confident that she'll be able to get to her target weight in a year or so.
Can I give you a hug, Dr. Nazar?
All right. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Get off of my man. But I think Dottie's just a perfect example of what can happen if you get out of your own way. So many people stop themselves from seeing that kind of success and just think, like, I can't do that. Everybody else can. But you believe in yourself, you take some small victories, it all adds up. Eventually it'll become something positive, and she did it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I can't remember the last time that I felt this good. I know I still have a lot of work to do and a lot of weight to lose. But for the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid of what the future holds.
You know, it makes me happy to hear her say that, because so many people lose a little bit of weight. They feel this weird sense of, I did it, and they're still, like, extremely overweight. Everything you want is in your reach at that point. If you don't take advantage of the surgery, that's on you. But I couldn't see myself stopping till I see the number that I set out to see. And the honeymoon stage is over for me, so you just have to keep going, not give up. Dottie finally got it together, so I'm really happy for her, happy for her family. You stay away from her calorie cannon, because then we'll just go back another 100. But yeah, that's it for this one. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see y'all later. Peace. I just thought this was important to put in because shortly after filming, she lost her son, so rest in peace. And you did this for him. Good job.